What's up, my angels? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl JessicaAngelica, back here with another video. And today we're doing a story time. So you guys see I have on the same hoodie. This is the same day, double upload for y'all today, so it's lit. Y'all might see it today. It's the 13th. Y'all might see it today. We'll see how long it takes me to edit and upload, because if you make content, then you know it takes a while to upload. Let's get straight into the video. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the time that I almost got kidnapped. And I just want to put out a little disclaimer for you guys. It is very important to pay attention to your surroundings, because anything can happen like this. There's so many people missing from the world every year, monthly, like so many people that just go missing. And like, you know, like I'm gonna miss you, you know, like, so just pay attention to your surroundings, you know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself in situations, is what I'm trying to say, where something could happen to you. You know, don't be naive. And let me tell y'all about a time I was naive. Well, in a way I was naive, because sometimes you look at situations and you don't think that it would happen to you. You look at it and you're like, that's the stuff that happens on TV, you know, that happens in places that, you know, it doesn't happen so close to home. And then when it does happen so close to home, it's too late. So I just want to let y'all know, like, you know, don't let nobody take that from you. Don't let that happen, okay? Like, you're in control. I'm not saying you're always in control, but for the most part, like, you're in control. Just pay attention, you know. Like, I know some people, they share their locations. If you're with that, share your location, you know, before you go somewhere. Let somebody know. Try not to go places alone. If you are out, you know, make sure you go to the bathroom with a friend, you know. Make sure you know, you're traveling in groups, you know, because there are people that are like that. And I'm about to tell y'all what opened my eyes a lot more. And this actually happened 3 years ago. I was probably 22. I was working at a salon, and I would walk to work because of how close the salon was to my house. So I would walk to work, and this particular day, it was hot. So I'm like, I'm gonna just hop on this bus, and I'm gonna, you know, catch the bus to the salon. It was literally probably like a 2 minute, not even 2 minutes, like 1 minute bus ride. So basically, I'm sitting at the bus stop, and I think I just have my headphones in, and I'm listening to music, and I see this van. It's like a silver Caravan, like those Dodge Caravans, you know, like the little minivans or whatever that like soccer moms and stuff be driving. So there's this man in the van or whatever, and he drives past the bus stop. And as he's driving by, his, like, okay, basically, if this is the street, I am on this side of the street, and if he's driving right here, this is his passenger window. So he drives close to the bus stop, and he has his passenger window down, and he's looking out the window, like, just doing too much, you know. So he's looking out the window or whatever, and I see him, but I try to ignore him. Like, I could see him, but I'm just like, I'm gonna just turn the other way and just act like I don't know what's going on. So he's literally sitting in front of the bus stop for a while, not saying anything, but just sitting in front of the bus stop. So he drives off, and then I immediately, like, I turned slowly to not make it so obviously, but I turned just to see where he was going. And there was, so on that block, the bus stop was in the middle of the block. So that next corner, he turned on that corner. So I'm like, oh my goodness, he's gonna make a U-turn, like he's about to turn around and just, you know. But I'm just like, hopefully, like at that point, I'm just like, God, you know, just hopefully he just keeps going or whatever, you know. So I just didn't think much of it. I was like, you know, whatever. So I'm listening to music. At this point, I still didn't tell anyone, you know, what I was doing. I didn't tell anyone, like, hey, if something happens, then let me tell you where I'm at. Let me, you know, I should have took a picture of his license plate. Like, those things are important to do. Take pictures of people's license plate. Excuse me. What did I eat? So basically, I'm walking. So basically the bus comes. At this point, I don't even see them yet. But the bus comes. I get on the bus. When I get on the bus, I sit down. This was a bus that didn't have a window in the back, so you couldn't see. You can only see on the sides. So I get on the bus. I get off the bus, like literally like 2 stops away. I get off the bus and I'm walking. So I get off on the side where, you know, I get off the bus. The direction that traffic is going, I'm walking that way. So if I'm getting off the bus and this is me, I'm going this way with the bus, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking. So all the cars driving past me are coming from behind me. So I'm walking on the sidewalk and the van, this same guy, pulls up right next to me, literally right next to me, like literally so close to where, and this scares me because it's like my life could have been gone just at the flash of a second, like, and I didn't even think about that. And that could have been the last time that anybody, my loved ones, that anybody heard of me, and no one would have even known, because, and I would work early, so like no one even knew. People knew that I worked there. My job would have probably been like, Jessica didn't come in, she had appointments, like she didn't come in, you know, and raise some red flags. But no one would have known what could have happened to me. Like, it would have been like, well, did she run away, you know? And like, that scares me. Like, I don't know if that scares you, but that scares me. So he pulled so close to me, and once again, his window was down, and he goes out his window. Hey, he's just yelling, hey, 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 can I talk to you? And I'm like, I look over and I see that it's him, because at first I just thought, I was like, oh, it's just some weirdo, you know, whatever. I completely forgot that the man in the van had way 2 stops ago was freaking doing weird stuff and then turned around the block. So what I'm thinking he did, I'm thinking he went around the block and he waited on that other street and waited for me to get on the bus. He waited for me so he could follow the bus and, you know, do that weird stuff. Like, I don't know, like, is it that serious? Like, and I feel like I look young. I feel like I look like I could be 16. Like, I'm walking, I'm on the bus, like, I look young. Like, and he was way older. He looked like he could at least been in his like 40s. And it's like, you're doing all of this for someone who looks young, like in broad daylight. It was in the morning, so it was broad daylight, and I just couldn't believe it. So basically he says all that, like, hey, can I talk to you? And all I did, like, my brain like just was like I think at that moment I realized, like, Jessica, like, what are you doing? Like, your life could be gone right now. And I just turned around. So like, I was walking the direction, like he was driving, I was walking, I just turned around and went the opposite way. So that way he would have to hurry up, put it in reverse, brake, you know, park, put it in reverse, and then back up or whatever. And like, it was just doing too much. So he sat there for a moment, and then I start walking across the street, because I went backwards and I started walking across the street to the other side, so like I could just get away from him. And he sat there in that same spot and he watched me walk across the street, and I'm like, what is going on? And at this point, I'm literally like right down the street from my job. So I'm like, do I go like to work? Do I go somewhere else to throw him off? Do I call someone? Like, what do I do? Like, I was really confused. Like, and I feel like in most moments, like, you know what you would do prior or after, but when you're in the moment, it's so hard to kind of think kind of fast. And like, that's what you have to do. You have to think fast. And basically he eventually drove off. Like, all I did, I just put my phone up to my ear as if I was calling someone, and I wasn't calling anyone, but I should have called someone. But I put my phone up to my ear as if I was calling someone, and he drove off so fast. Like, I've never saw a van have little dust, like smoke flying from the back because of how fast they like drive off. And he drove off so fast. Like, And then I just took a picture, or I memorized his license plate number, and I just put it in my notes real quick just in case. So because I'm in that area a lot, I was in that area a lot, and like it's a nice neighborhood, but it's just like you get weirdos like that, like. And it, like, going back to when I got off the bus, how close he was to me, there could have been someone else in that back seat, and they could have had that door already open, and he saw me get off, he saw the bus drive off, he saw me walking with my back turned. Like, that was easy for him to pull up, and somebody or two people, whatever, because I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of bulky, but not even trying to make a joke, but but they could have just snatched me right into that car, and that was it. Bye-bye, Jessica. Nobody will ever see me again. And from that day forward, I completely learned to pay attention to my surroundings, and, you know, drop my location if I need to. And yeah, just pay more attention and just be smarter, you know, especially us young females, but it happens to young men too. Like, it happens to men too. So, you know, I really did this story time just to let you guys know my experience, and it actually, like, it was a big part of my life, I feel like, just because of how close, like, it could have came, you know. Sometimes it don't even be like the moment, it just be like how close it could have came to where that could have been the last time that my family and friends, people who love me, you know, like, ever saw me again. And I went to work that day, and like I just kept thinking about it all day, and I'm just like, you know, like I just can't, you know, like I have to change. And I'm sharing this with you guys today, you know, just to let you guys know. I probably sound repetitive saying it over and over again, but pay attention to your surroundings. You are beautiful, you are loved, you are important. Don't let no one take that from you at all. Do the best that you can to avoid that. Some things are hard to avoid, but do what you can to avoid those type of situations and instances. And I hope that you guys find this video useful. If there's something else that you would like me to talk about the time, talk about my opinion, if you want to drop your story in the comments below, go ahead and do that. But like I said, you're beautiful, you are loved, you are important, and we're signing out. Bye.